Tonight, did I just find Edward Snowden in this picture? And more updates on the newest posts. Hi, I'm Craig, and welcome back to Just Informed Talk. First of all, I like to do what I do every single episode, and that's thank each and every one of my subscribers. You guys are truly what make this channel work. Without you, this channel would be nothing. And thank you to everyone in the comments. I've been reading through the comments for the last, I don't know, a couple hours at least. And you guys are really what make this channel work. If you haven't subscribed yet, come here, click the red subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. And make sure to comment on these videos and let me know what you think. But now we'll just get right into what I just kind of threw out there. Did I find Edward Snowden? I don't know. But let me tell you, I found some cool stuff. Okay, so look. This is the picture that we're talking about here. Now, a lot of people have pointed out some really cool things about this picture. Okay, first off, we know it is in Hong Kong. And thank you. Big shout out to the CBTS_stream board on Reddit. You guys can find them at reddit.com slash CBTS_stream. You can pull them up pretty easily. But yes, it's a market in Hong Kong at Nelson and Canton Street. Okay, and I want to get into what I think I've found at this market. But Snowden, or excuse me, Q tells us that he's giving us a game here. I don't think it's even a reference to anything. I think this is very straightforward here. So it's, shall we play a game? Find at Snowden, identify +1, happy hunting, Q. Okay. Now, I'm just spitballing this. I am thinking out loud, but I think I found Snowden when I started combing through these. And I found some irregularities that I can't say I found on my own. See, Snowden I think I found on my own, but I found some irregularities about how they scrubbed this image through looking at the Q research board. But now, let's get right into it. Okay, so we know it's in Hong Kong. So here's the picture. What does this look like right here? Okay, it looks to me, now I'm just speaking out loud here, it looks like somebody's sitting, kneeling, or standing. It looks like a person with a red hat. And is that the reference to comb your hairs because you're wearing a hat? These are all great questions. I want to hear what you guys have to think in the comments. Please don't think I've gone too far off the deep end here, but I'm going to zoom this in for you. And you can see this antenna array on top of this building. Now, why is this building important? Let's just back out, okay? And I'll give you an example of why everyone's saying this building is important. Now, if you look at this picture, somebody pointed out something very, very important, I think. All the other buildings, look at them. They're all decrepit. They're all worn down, old paint, dirty, not well kept, not nice. Now this building stands out because it looks like it's been freshly painted. Everything is well kept. The outside deck is completely clean. And then you see here, as we zoom in, you see this antenna array, right? Which looks like a sophisticated set of antennas. And then I'm not sure if this is Snowden. Okay, I'm spitballing with you guys here what I think, but it looks like somebody sitting there, and are they working or doing something to these antennas? That almost looks like a stairway going down. So that would be like kind of the roof entrance here. It would seem. There might be another entrance there, but an entrance to get up to here. That's like a stairway down, and then you see him. This looks to me like a silhouette picture of a person. There's a person, looks like they have a red hat, clear as day to me, but I will let you guys be the judge of that. So you can see it here. I'm just giving you my opinion, and I hope you guys let me know what you think about that. So maybe I won Q's game. Did I win? I hope I get a prize. Yeah, that's okay. That was a little sarcasm, so forgive me. But yeah, I think that's what it is. Now, all of those things I just pointed out about that building, were attributed to other people who pointed these things out. But I did notice that was what looked to be a person. Either it looks like they're sitting on the stairs, like it's a down stairway, and he's sitting on the end stair there. And then you look at these other buildings and they're just, they're all, they're here and here. They all are just terrible compared to that building. So that points to a lot of different things. And then this satellite array. Now I'm going to get into a great thing I found on the Q Research board. Now you'll love this. Okay, so one of the Q researchers posted here. This is at Q Research board. They posted this picture, which is really great. Okay, so what they pointed out is that in Google Maps, it looks like this antenna array and the staircase were scrubbed. If you can see here, right there, and then you can see how that's scrubbed. Now I went and checked this out for myself, and yes, here you can see that it was scrubbed, it looks like. And not only that, you can see the sharp edges right here where they did do the scrubbing, okay, and where they re-laid in, because you can kind of pull this and look around and kind of look at it from all the angles. And excuse me, you can see that it just looks artificially made, right? And it looks like in this picture there is no stairway going down, but there is a hole here, right? Do you guys see that? I'm trying to do it to move that thing out of the way. But you see there's like a little hole down, but then it abnormally looks like there's nothing here, right? When you can clearly see in this picture that it looks like there's a downward stairway that's going into the building, right? And there's this whole antenna array, which is just completely scrubbed right off. So that is what I thought was fascinating, and I wanted to bring it to you for quickly, because like I say, as soon as I find out things, I make them available to you, because that's how this works. And you can kind of go here and play around with this yourself. You can move around the building. It's not very good graphic, but this is the Nelson Street Wet Market in Hong Kong. If you guys want to look this up for yourself, you can go on Google Images or Google Maps and do it yourself. And look, isn't this crazy, right? We're finding out things together as we go. So that's the beauty of a little bit of research. It goes a long way. And I want to thank everyone in the comment boards, because you guys contributed to all this. Great insights, great thoughts. You guys are like, I can't even express how thankful I am to have such amazing people following, and not even following. Like I want to look at you guys like coworkers. We're all working on this together. So it's like my peers here. You guys are really great. Keep it up. All credit goes to you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the effort if you haven't yet, because we got some pretty fascinating things that we're going through on this channel in real time. Now, I thought that was fascinating. A few more things with this post I wanted to go through. Maybe that's what the comb your hair reference was too. I still haven't figured out what going live in 24 is, but I have found somebody who has a theory. And it's a little out there, so we're gonna have to go through this together and kind of use our own discernment, because none of this is really set in stone. It's kind of a person who was posting here. I found this on Reddit on the CBTS stream, which a lot of people liked it, got a lot of upvotes, and we want to just look through it. Now it's an explanation of all the booms. So let's go through it. There's a lot here. Just cleaning up a few typos. Now, it says, reading the map, the big boom, Snowden's capture, clown, treason revealed. So what he's ultimately getting at the end of this is that what's going live in 24 hours is that Edward Snowden has been basically captured by the United States government. And what he's getting into here is that in his, like what he's done with his research, he's put together that tomorrow they're going to announce that we got him, and that he was traded for Stanislav Lunev in the bridge deal. It was like a spy exchange. So we gave Stanislav Lunev back to the Russians, and the Russians gave Edward Snowden back to us, and he's on a 3-day trip that moves through Hong Kong. But we'll go through this here, and you guys will be the judge, as it were. So let's get into it. Now, it says, it says, reading the map, the big boom. Snowden's capture, clown treason revealed. On February 24th, Q posted about Lunev and the bridge and payback for today, then went silent until March 3rd, 4th, and 5th, when he posted a series of posts ending with or repeating boom. On March 3rd, boom number 1. In this post, Q asks, among other questions, why has North Korea out of the news cycle? Missing word is dropped. Okay. Then it says on March 3rd, boom number 2. In this post, Q states, we are winning, and cautions about falling prey to mind warfare. On March 4th, boom number 3, Q posts a singular boom at GA. Why am I drawing a blank on GA? You guys let me know in the comments, because this is just, it's more than just the GA. I don't think that has too much to do with it as much as other things are important. Okay, so it says, on March 5th, booms number 4 through 7, Q posts 4 booms in a downward stair-step pattern immediately followed by Q posts that Snowden has entered China via border crossing and then adds -3. Then on March 6th, and trust me, some of this gets really convoluted. I'm even having trouble following it, so I'm kind of presenting it to you guys so that maybe you guys have some insights into it. But the ultimate way it all ties them together seems to be kind of coherent to a degree. But let me know if I'm crazy in the comments. I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's keep going. It says, then on March 6th, Q states, first boom revealed, and asked, did we catch it on that day? The answer to one of his questions in his boom number 1 post was revealed. North Korea has dropped out of the news cycle because it had quietly been negotiating the end of its nuclear program, which Q has revealed is really a clown threat to maintain cabal control of U.S. Finally, today on March 7th, Q states Snowden says that we are going live -24. 24 hours, which is the -24 in quotes, from Q's March 7th post is March 8th. 3 days from, which is the -3, from Q's March 5th post is also March 8th. Q's post would suggest that, he's giving us like these conclusions. It says, on February 24th, the U.S. exchanged Lunev to Russia for Snowden. On March 5th, Snowden in U.S. custody, crossed from Russia into China, and was 3 days travel from his destination, D.C. Tomorrow, Snowden's capture will be announced, along with the clown treason versus NSA military intelligence that he was complicit in. If this happens, the entire narrative will shift from fake Trump campaign collusion with Russia to very real clown deep state Obama-Clinton collusion with Russia to in part take down U.S. NSA military intelligence assets capabilities, which is treason. Boom, boom, boom. And then the last line, I don't know if you guys can read that, it's kind of faint there. It says, will tomorrow be the beginning of the end of the cabal with the big Snowden capture clown treason reveal? We will know in less than 24 hours. Okay, so I just want to bring it to you. I'm not going to go ahead and say that I think it's real or not yet. First of all, time will tell, because tomorrow will come and we will know whether that is a good explanation or not. But also, what's interesting to think about in that is that there is just another way of examining the booms. And another thing I want to talk about, since we're on the subject, because that's pretty much, let me just make sure. I'll clear up a few things about the latest post just so that we're all on the same page. Because, after reading hours of the posts. My last few videos have gotten to, um, over 2,000-3,000 comments, and still counting. So I'm working on getting through all that. It's a lot of information, but thank you. I appreciate it. Let's just go through a few more things I want to clear up. So a lot of people didn't catch that I kind of corrected myself in the video where I say it is Eric Schmidt, and I think it is Eric Schmidt, and I think it all is tied together for the reasons that I explained in the last video, which I won't go through again. You guys can go watch that last video if you want. It'll explain that in detail. Some other interesting things I heard about how Snowden left. There's been a few different takes on what happened. But the general consensus is that Snowden left because he was allowed to leave, and that he was definitely being helped by the U.S. government at that time. Then L6, so it says, it's talking to Julian Assange here, and it says, have you learned to eliminate L6? The only thing that I can think of that would be close to what might be L6, because nobody knows. I've gone through all the boards yet. I don't think nobody's definitively said what L6 is yet. But I like the one who says that L is 50 minus 6 is 44, which is the 44th president, which is Hussein. So that one kind of stood out to me as something I want to bring back to you guys. And as far as who is Snowden's father, interestingly enough, I heard that he was in the Coast Guard as a decorated officer, a high-ranking officer at that. So go figure, right? Where would they go for intelligence officers? I would bet a few NSA, CIA officials started their career in the Coast Guard, or ended their career in the Coast Guard, if you know what I mean. If that makes sense, cover identities and all that. So that would be an interesting one, even though I'm not even going to get into how to explain that. I'm just going to go forward and say that another thing that stood out to me was a great analysis again by Dr. Jerome Corsi. And if you guys aren't following him, check out his stuff. He's got some really great insights into the Q drops. And it's really important for us to recognize other brothers out there and sisters in the fight. So Jerome is definitely one of them. And he took this to mean, who's your daddy? In that weird, I don't know about weird, like the degrading sense. And that, the CIA is, like, first of all, Snowden's girlfriend's a honeypot. I think they call them sex kittens. I don't even know if that's a bad thing to say, but it's weird. It's the CIA. It's how they get people to come and confess state secrets or get them blackmailed or whatever. They'll use sex operatives. So that's something to be looked at. And then another thing that they pointed out was that Snowden's girlfriend did perform in the circus, and in this one it says who performs in a circus. I don't think that's referring to Snowden's girlfriend being the writer of and the controller of social media, so I don't think that has anything to do with that, but it was pointed out. So as I always say, I'm bringing you all this stuff. This is like an updated guide to what we went through earlier. I'm just giving you all the updates that I've gotten after doing hours and hours of research since we last talked. So I hope that helps clarify some things. Again, please let me know anything that you have new in the comments, because that's truly what makes this channel incredible. And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me here tonight. One more thing to look at, if we don't look at it already, is I said I'm going to try to bring this in more often. And since we did talk about the booms, let's go back to the booms right here. So you have the booms, and I kind of neglected to go through all the stuff that's kind of on this line as we go, because it's completely important to understand how that everything's placed in their place for a reason. You have the Great Awakening, you have Solar Shift, you have 5D Quantum Ascension, the Apocalypse, Antichrist, Mandela Effect, Techno-Luciferianism, the Church of AI, Solar Eclipse, which happened on the 21st of 2017, interesting, collapsing timelines, Shiva statue, CERN, I thought that was crazy, the quote-unquote portal to hell, other dimension being hell, I don't know, or literally, I really couldn't tell you. The Soho motherships, the cattle mutilation, the TR-3B Air Force X-37B, these are the secret planes that they have. Steve Quayle, his work. Saturn symbolism, dark secrets, and that gets into the InfoWars and David Icke. And it's funny how the Getty Center, which I've heard reports that there's possibly some kind of underground facility where very bad things are happening, like an underground bunker that was reportedly made for or allegedly made for the royal family in case they had to escape England. I heard that. I thought that was fascinating. And then Denver International Airport, which we all know is a deep underground military base for the, I think, continuity of government. I don't think it's really like an Illuminati base as much as it is a COG base. And then it all goes up through here. You have Project Bluebeam, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Phil Schneider, who, if you guys don't know who Phil Schneider is, I encourage you all to go look up some of his stuff. He's got some crazy stories, especially dealing out in Dulce and Los Alamos, where he was based out of for a lot of time. ARPANET, which was the original internet, I believe. And you have predictive programming and television introduced in the 1950s as alpha state hypnosis, which it is. If you ever see any of your friends sitting and mindlessly staring at a TV, I even catch myself doing it sometimes where I feel like I'm in a trance while I'm watching just the news. I don't even really watch much other TV. But that's an interesting thing. These are all great topics, and I think I'm going to start, and I want to get your opinion here, guys out there watching, all my subscribers. I want to start kind of breaking down this Q map, and I hope that I'll get a lot of interest, and I think I'm going to do it kind of systematically. I'm still trying to put together a system to, kind of break this down into videos, because to break it down into videos without sounding like I'm literally insane, because if you look at this map, it looks like the thoughts of a crazy man. But if you actually look at it closely, there's so much that you can just pull together by following what connects to what. And especially if you're really deep into this research, as I am, and I love it, that learning about all this is fascinating. So that's something I'm going to try to bring to you guys. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that would be a good idea, and also if you have any ideas for how to structure that, please share them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think. I already have some ideas of my own, and I'd like to see what everybody else thinks. But that's going to be basically it for tonight. You guys can look into all that stuff yourself. I just to get all the way through that. I'm sorry if I didn't. It all, as the last video, it connects to Pine Gap, Australia, Area 51, MJ12, and then to deep underground military bases. So the booms are connected to the deep underground military bases. I have a feeling that's them either being destroyed or being expanded. One or the other. Hey, you guys will let me know in the comments either way. But I want to thank you all for watching. Again, thank you to all my subscribers. And if you guys want to know a way you can support the channel, the easiest way to do it is to come here to the landing page, go ahead and click the red subscribe button, make sure you hit the bell for notifications, and that's the easiest way. And if you want to add some more, contribute more, go down to the comments, read through the comments. We have our own, basically we have our own, every video's got its own Q research board. We got thousands and thousands of comments. We have thousands and thousands of bright, well thought, insightful comments and contributions. These people, I mean, everybody in the comments, you guys, thank you so much. And it's so great because we're kind of like I don't want to say self-patrolling as much as, but I don't see any real big controversy. It's all a collective effort to work together to find the information. And that's what I wanted for us, because we deserve that. The American people, we deserve that, to have a place where we can come and just put the information together, just like all the other places that are out there, the 8chan, 4chan, Reddit, all those pages. We can do the same here on YouTube, and that's an amazing thing. So I want to say thank you to everybody who has commented, because you guys are really what make it a great channel. And thank you to subscribers as well. But another way you can support, if you're interested, come check out my Patreon page. It's Just Informed Talk, and that's at Patreon, patreon.com. And you guys just put that in, put Just Informed Talk in the search bar, and you can come to this landing page, and you click the red button. You can become a patron. You guys can contribute. You can check out my goal, my rewards. You guys can get a chance to have an email correspondence with me, and you can even have a chance to become a featured Patreon patron of one of my episodes here on Just Informed Talk. So I want to encourage you all to come check this out. But I just want to end the way I like to end every episode. Is that God's grace is greater. The love that God can bring into your heart is limitless, and He can expand your whole world beyond what you ever thought was possible. And I want to speak directly to people who are feeling down, people who are feeling depressed, people who are not sure what to do, agnostic, atheist, or formerly religious and just kind of not strong in your faith. There's never a bad time to come back into the Lord's favor. And it's really simple how you do that. You just open your heart to the Lord. And as soon as you open your heart to the Lord, you will become saved. And God will show you the path to becoming a blessed individual. And He'll give you all the benefits and all the glory that, this world has to offer, and the next, more importantly. All you have to do is accept Jesus and pray to the Lord and become one with God, and He will give you an eternal life. And that is more important than anything. So if you haven't yet, please do it. I pray for all of you. I want the best for all of you. And if you're feeling bad, just open your heart to the Lord, and you might feel a little bit better. Actually, I know you will. So I'm going to leave it there. I want to say thank you all for watching. I'm Craig. This is Just Informed Talk. Godspeed, and God bless Patriots.